What's up, Virgo? With your April love general reading. This is for my lovely Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general love reading and may not resonate with every Virgo out there, just so you know. So let's see what the most important messages are for my Virgos for the month of April in regards to love, for truth and clarity. Okay, pile one. The first thing I want to say is that I think your person definitely really does want to continue working on things with you. I do feel like your person thinks about you a lot with this Seven of Cups. Sometimes the Seven of Cups can mean having options, but I'm not really getting that here. I think that this person is way too much in their head about this connection and about this situation, to the point where this Two of Swords energy comes out and they're literally like they can't make a move or they can't make a decision. With this Queen of Cups, I do feel like this person loves the way you make them feel emotionally, and I think this person finds you very nurturing, and also I think that this person is a lot more sensitive than they tend to lead on here with you. And so I think this is like, of course, they may not tell you that they have sensitive feelings and stuff because, you know, that is being vulnerable and they may get hurt in that situation. But with this Seven of Pentacles coming in the first card, and this really is telling me that they do plan on continuing this, growing with you. I think they're just a little confused right now. So let's get some oracles to figure out maybe why this person is confused, or any other messages that they wish that you knew. It's like they can't just make a choice based on like their heart. I feel like this person is tends to overanalyze things and maybe, you know, a little afraid, to say the least. Okay, so we have self-esteem, we have honesty, and we have patience. That's interesting. So self-esteem coming out first, I do feel like the reason why this person can't tell you a lot of these things, or maybe can't like make choices and fully open up, is because they are insecure within themselves. I think this person does have fears of rejection. And I think with this honesty here, this person really does want to open up and be vulnerable and be honest with you. But I think the first thing they have to do is be honest with themselves. And honest, I was going to say, and honestly, like I said honestly like 10 times, but, and honestly, it's like, and then I'm going to hold that thought. Then we have patience here too. So it's like this person really wants you to have patience with them. I was kind of getting that with this Seven of Pentacles as well too, because the Seven of Pentacles is something that does require time. And so I think that this person is getting more comfortable with you. I think this person is allowing themselves to slowly and surely come out of their shell with you. And it's something that they really want to do. But I think, again, like I said, they just overanalyze things. And I think they may get lost in their own doubts and their own fears, and maybe even worrying about what you're doing as well. I think this person worries a lot about how you feel and worries a lot about what you think. And so I think that's something that they probably would never be able to tell you, is that they actually really do care a lot about what you think about them. And I think this is making them pull back a little bit, try to be more reserved, try to be careful. But I do think honesty is coming through, you know, because it's not that well, maybe for some of you it is, but I was going to say earlier that I was like, maybe they have some things to tell you that they want to open up and be honest about. But I do think this is them, you know, just being real and vulnerable in this connection and in this situation. I think they are viewing you here as the Queen of Cups as well. And so, oh, and I'm also hearing this may have to do something with a mother situation for some of you too. Maybe they have an overbearing mother, or someone in their life that may affect how they feel and how they make choices as well too. Only take that if it resonates, but that was just a message coming through with this Queen of Cups. Anyways, but I do think for most of you, they are viewing you in this Queen of Cups energy. Whether you're a water sign or not, you don't have to be. It's the fact that I think that you bring out this very soft side to them and makes them want to be more comfortable and feel more open and stuff. But I think they just have some past issues or some things that they're working through. that they're not able to do that yet. But I feel like their true self is coming through to say, like, I want you to have patience with me, like this can, like, I will open up, I can grow, and all of that stuff too. But it's just Seven of Cups very much in their head. Okay, let's get some more oracles here. What does the person... Ooh. We have lightning here, which is literally like the Tower in this deck as well too. So yeah, this person is going through upheaval, transformations, and then we have Mask. Yeah, that really bottom of the deck energy here. We have Axe. So the axe can represent, you know, being silent treatments as well, which is kind of like that Two of Swords energy. So maybe they're not making any moves towards you right now due to their insecurities and how they're feeling inside. The Mask kind of says it all right now. So with you personally, I feel it's very ironic that you would be watching like the video about how or what they wish they could tell you or how they're truly feeling, because the Mask kind of does sum it up. They seem to keep a lot of things to themselves. They may not be showing their true self or how they truly feel right now. And I think it's because this kind of lightning, I think it's because they're like going through these emotional changes is what I'm really hearing. You know, their whole surroundings and world could be changing around them too, but I feel like it's almost like you made this person feel things and you made them like open up, like, or start to open up here, and then it got to be like too much for some of you, and then so they kind of just shut down or like clammed up. But they do feel very intensely towards you, and that's why we have this Mask. They may not be showing you that. They may not be telling you exactly what's going on with them. But I don't think that this person is being vindictive. You know, they're not trying to like hide who they are because they may be like a horrible person or anything. That's not what I'm getting here. I'm honestly getting that they're just not used to being vulnerable, not used to being open, and maybe even not used to being accepted for like who they truly are. And especially with this honesty here too, they may even not even know sometimes like who they are. And I think that because on the honesty card, one of the biggest parts that stands out to me, especially in this reading, is, you know, I can't always expect honesty from other people, but I can expect it for myself. I don't think this person is used to really sitting down and being honest or open with their feelings and their emotions. And so when they are in a situation like with you that has caused them to feel deeply, or that has caused them to feel emotions that maybe they haven't felt in a really long time, they may be running from it as well too. The Mask can talk about, you know, gaslighting, and I don't think they're well, they could be gaslighting you. I hope they're not gaslighting you, Power One. But if they may be gaslighting themselves, honestly, out of their feelings. Like they may think, no, I'm just being crazy. No, this person doesn't feel this way. I'm not going to make the first move because this person may not feel the same way about me and all that stuff. Or like, I'm not going to put myself out there because that's scary and I don't want to get hurt. But with the axe coming through, you know, and there's a couple different messages here too. This could be just talking about them, like maybe the reason why they're not speaking out to you for some of you at this time, why they're kind of being silent on the other end. But I think this is also about, you know, it's time to stop and kind of cut the bullshit and break certain patterns as well. Also, this could, you know, they could be the type to cut things off with you first before they get too attached or before they get too hurt, out of fears of abandonment too. Sometimes, you know, they may be in this like runner energy to where they start to feel things and then they're like, oh, well, it's not going to work out anyway, so I'm just going to, you know, choose the safest option for my mind, and that would be to run away. Because yeah, the anxiety of like wanting something and then maybe having it work out is too much for me right now. I think this is kind of like what their person, their true self really wants to tell you as well too. So another card we have is True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That is kind of like with that scary vibe, if I can be honest. It's like they're like, this could be something so beautiful. These could be the romance of a lifetime, but then now I don't know how to treat it. I don't know how to act. But it's like, I think that they still are drawn towards this. Don't get me wrong. It's not, I don't feel completely like they're completely running away, pile one. I don't feel like they're completely like abandoning you. I feel like they may sometimes like disappear. They may be really short with you, or like, you know, for some of you, if you are in some sort of separation or something like that, that could be the case, but that doesn't stop them from constantly thinking about this connection, especially with the Two of Swords too. It's like they're not able to make a move, but they're almost in this analysis paralysis type of energy. Like they're like finding themselves constantly thinking about you. So Seven of Cups could be daydreaming as well too, constantly daydreaming about this connection. And so the message with that was, there was a point to that. The message with that is that inevitably they're going to make a move here. Inevitably they're going to have to surrender to their feelings and to their emotions, whether it's scary or not, because it seems like this is something that they really can't run from. Any more messages for, oh, and then we're going to actually get some channeled messages as well from them, and then we're going to pull some advice for you. All right, so that's interesting. The first card we have is unrequited love, and then we have religious factors. Religious factors is coming through to say this is a spiritual connection, that this person is in your life or was put in your life for a reason, and you were put in this person's life for a reason too. So this could, you know, clarify maybe why you feel so drawn to this person and why this person feels so drawn to you. Maybe if you guys both thought you were crazy on like one end and like thinking like, hey, why do I feel so deep for this person? Even if it was happening like really fast, like if you started developing feelings for this person really fast, then that could have a lot to do with that. As well. And then unrequited love. So unrequited love basically means that there's two people in a situation and one person does not feel the exact same way as the other person. I think this is coming in as a fear and a blockage for this person. I think this person, especially in being right under mask, I think this person sometimes acts like they don't care. When they do, I feel like sometimes this person is trying to play it cool and maybe even nonchalant, when in reality, I think that's a fear of their own, is you not caring and like that much. So maybe this is kind of like a tug of war situation for you as well too, pile one. Like I'm getting maybe when one person kind of lets go of the rope, the other person chases, and vice versa here. And that's kind of the vibe that I was getting with this unrequited love. It's not that this person doesn't have feelings for you or feel the same way. I feel like it's shown that. And then we have the mask here, which shows that that's not true, that this person is putting on a mask or putting on a front and stuff like that here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some channeled messages. What does this person wish they could say to pile one here with this channel messages, please? So we have I am lost. What does this person wish? That kind of is that tower moment. Honestly, I am lost is like a perfect short phrase for like how a person would feel if they're going through a tower moment. All these changes, things not realizing a lot of things, and having to adapt. And I think that this person is trying to find themselves and trying to, or at least their higher self is really trying to guide them to trying to bring them back to their true self. And I think that this person is just in the midst of a lot of confusion right now, whether that's self-inflicted confusion or just things going on. But so, and this is kind of clarification as well too, that of course they may be confused about your situation and your connection, and they can't even figure out what's what in their own life. Then how are they going to figure out what's what with their emotional self in a situation? So I think this is also coming for you to be aware as well, that this person is a little bit confused, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your worth, Paiwan. It has nothing to do with how you treated this person, or like if you said something wrong, if you're not attractive enough. So please, please, please do not put any of this on your own self-esteem and your own worth, okay? Because it seems like this person is having their own self-esteem issues as well. And so I would hate for that to affect you in any way. So please don't let it. Okay, and then we have you hold my heart. Cute. Let's do one more here. What does this person wish pile one knew? What would, or they wish they could say to pile one? Okay. We have it. You make me feel things. Essentially, I think that's what I said when I was like, you make this person feel things, because you know why? It made me think of that card, because I don't know if you've ever watched any of my other readings, but when that card comes out, it makes me laugh because it reminded me of like a child, and it's like, you make me feel things, because it's like they can't even put a direct feeling on like what it is that they're feeling. Are they feeling fear, excitement, all this other stuff? So this is again like they're like, yeah, like you've shooken me inside and made me feel things, and now I do not know what to do with myself. I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do. But they, though, you hold my heart though, is them coming through and saying that they do, you know, really feel a bond with you. I love that it's like you hold my heart, because it's like maybe if they were to like separate or talk to other people and stuff, it's like they don't feel the same way about them as they feel about you, pile one. It's because you hold this person's heart. You are very special to this person. And I feel like they also feel like they can't run from this much longer. They can't run from these feelings much longer. The religious factors card too is really saying too, this is something that, you know, oh, I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. You know, there's reasons why you and this person met. It's not, was not by accident, or was not by coincidence or anything like that. It was like you and this person came into each other's lives for reasons. So, um, yeah. Okay, and let's get some advice for you. What is some advice for pile one with this situation, Spirit? You got yourself this far. You can handle anything that comes your way. That is perfect. Yeah, so I think this is kind of coming for you to not be fearful as well. Just know that everything is eventually going to work out in your favor, whether that's what you want or not, or maybe that's something that you don't even want to hear. But I feel like this is saying that you are so strong, that you've probably been through, you know, things that most people would like break at. You know, I think it's like a message here. I think maybe this pile has been through a lot, and this is saying that, you know, you're so strong and you're able to get through anything, like anything that you put your mind to, any situation, anything life throws at you. You know, remember that you are capable of handling it, and you're smart enough to deal with it too. You're wise enough, you're intuitive enough, all of the above. Oh, and then we have take it one step at a time. Don't worry about the future. I think this is a message that you and this person could honestly benefit from. Like this is like in talking about not worrying so much about what's to come, having faith and really knowing that you're worth waiting for, pile one too. If you didn't believe that, you are worth the wait. You are worth this person figuring it out, and you know, you're worth so much more. So I wouldn't worry too much about the future, or at least try not to worry. I say that too, and of course we're all human. Like I worry sometimes about the future, and then I have to like ground myself, so maybe grounding would be a good thing for you too. But yeah, what the future holds is honestly a mystery for all of us. So to just take it one step at a time, like it says, and try not to worry yourself too much. I don't want you to worry. Yeah, look, see, don't forget how awesome you really are. This is Spirit's even saying too, like, don't, you're like, you may undermine yourself as well. Like, you may not even realize, like, your true worth and your true power at times, even if it comes to this person, or when it comes to this person as well, too. So, like, don't forget that you are the shit, and don't forget that you are the prize, and don't forget that you're the one that deserves beautiful, beautiful things. And don't be afraid to make anyone prove it to you too, because you deserve it. So I'm going to leave these messages here. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose the Influence of Angels Tarot and this Angel Opalite, then these messages are for you. So we're just going to get straight into your reading today. Today we are asking Spirit what the person on your mind truly wishes they could tell you. Without any fears, without any doubts, without any judgment, what do they wish they could tell you? Okay. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles coming out. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is already like, if I could be quite honest, is already like eerily similar to pile 1. I think, well, like 2 of the same cards are already coming out. So if you felt drawn to pile 1, maybe there's messages in there for you. If not, then we'll see. Okay. You have the Nine of Wands here. The Queen of Wands. And we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So we do have a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion here. I do feel like this person is growing in a certain aspect of their life, especially with this Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like this is them telling you that they do want to grow things with you, grow on things or work on things with you, that they do want to continue this as well. I do feel like with this Nine of Wands, so this person may have some sort of like blockages, or may just have some like put some sort of wall up between you guys due to maybe fears and anxieties. But I think the Eight of Wands is pretty straightforward, that this person wants to move forward with you. So for some reason, if this person wasn't making any moves, or if this person was maybe seeming a little bit distant, I do feel like they think about continuing on with you and even reaching out. The Eight of Wands could be like them making a move towards you. I feel like they're viewing you in this Queen of Wands light as someone who is very radiant and attractive to them, especially because it's wands. This is telling me that they are like extremely attracted to you sexually. And also I feel like they do like your personality. I feel like what they want to tell you too is that you're just a vibe to them. And I feel like this is making them think about you a lot and making them want to grow with this Page of Pentacles. I associate the Page of Pentacles as growth. Even though it is a page, it's because, you know, the page wants to be the knight, and then eventually the knight wants to be the king, and so on and so forth. And I think that it may be coming as a page because maybe you and this person haven't had that much history. That doesn't have to be the case, but I think that maybe you and this person don't have that much history, but they do want to continue growing with you as well. The Seven of Pentacles here is all about you know, planting seeds and tending to them, and eventually, or it could be about questioning them, you know, questioning if this is going to work out, if this is, you know, which is only a natural human thing to do. I want to point out, it's not because like there's anything wrong with you that made them question that, because they are seeing you in a very positive light here. It's the fact that I think it's just, you know, we think those thoughts when we want to pursue anything, or when we start anything. You know, we're like, is this actually going to work? Is this going to work out? Am I capable of this? And then I think with this Nine of Wands too, it's like this person is starting to realize, or is either they've been realized, or they're starting to realize that they're going to put in the effort here to continue on this connection with you. I just see a big, you know, it starts off with the page and ends with the Eight of Wands, and, you know, and moving towards you. I think I love how these cards depict like this person like walking towards the Queen of Wands, and then also the Eight of Wands is like just swift movement here. Now, I'm kind of drawn to the Five of Swords, which is now the bottom of the deck here. And I think that this is talking about maybe this person kind of regretting choosing some battles. Maybe they were a little bit unwise in some certain battles that they chose. Maybe they were a little bit unwise with the words that they chose as well, too. So I do feel like this person is kind of regretting that decision for some of you. But let's get some more oracles to see what this person wishes they could tell you. Okay, so the first card we have is Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay, so I think this card is really coming out here because this person has some insecurities when it comes to trust issues and stuff like that. This person may have projected that onto you as well. I'm going to move this. I don't know why I do all that. This person may have projected this all onto you, and I think that their true self is coming through to say, like, I'm sorry for some of you. Like, I really do trust you. And I think for another majority of you, this person's self is coming through to say, like, I feel like I can trust you, but I just don't know if I can. Kind of like that Nine of Wands energy. It's like my heart is telling me I can trust you, but my mind is saying, like, I know. Like, my mind is saying, like, that has got us hurt in the past before. So we have to be really careful, and we have to put these guards up, and we have to, you know, not really fully trust, because you know, and I'm hearing as well too that this person may not even be able to fully trust themselves, and that is kind of the beginning of like being able to trust other people. Like, if you can't trust yourself, then you can't trust other people. And what I mean by trusting themselves is, like, I think that this person doesn't trust their choices a lot of the times. I think that this person may doubt their decisions and maybe feel like they're leading themselves always into chaos or deception of some sort. And so I'm not saying that's true. This is just that person's perception. So, you know, if they can't, so they may be feeling that way, and they may be feeling like they can't trust you because of that. But let's get some more messages here. Ooh, we have Courage. I love that. And this is kind of like, oh, that's so beautiful, because this is kind of like that imagery right here. It's like they're trying to find the courage and the confidence to just go full in with you, pile two. It's like they're trying to find they're trying to muster up the strength and the courage to be open and authentic with you, and they just have this Eight of Wands energy. I feel like this is something that they truly want, but they are not fully surrendering to this because of what we were just talking about, because like they don't know, it's the fear of the unknown. Like, I don't know, you know, it's taking a leap of faith in all relationships. We usually are. And so, but this person does want to do this very strongly, actually. And so, you know, it's going to take them a lot of courage. I know that they have it somewhere, but I think that they just want you to know that it is a little hard for them at times. It is hard for them to fully give their all and face their fears, you know, and face their fears with the inner strength and confidence. So okay, and then we have Perseverance, which is like what I was saying with that Nine of Wands. Like, this person does want to keep pushing. This person may want you to have patience. Abundance keeps coming up at the bottom of the deck here too. So maybe this person finds you. The Queen of Wands can be a very abundant person too, because the Queen of Wands reminds me so much of the Empress. And so they see the potential in this connection with you, and it makes them want to keep pushing. You may even quite literally motivate this person at times to keep going and to be better as well. And so this is something that they wish they could tell you too, is that they do like the way that you push them to be better. Even if you don't even like tell them to be better or say that they need to be better, I think it's like they just want to impress you. They want to be better for you, because I think, especially with this Queen of Wands too, they may even like put you on a pedestal and put like your thoughts of them on a pedestal. And I usually that's not a good thing, but I think in this situation it kind of keeps this person on their toes, and I think that it is a somewhat of a good thing. Of course, it's never good to care so deeply about what someone else thinks to the point where you kind of lose yourself, but that's not what I'm getting here. It's more of just like they find your opinions very, very valuable and they hold them to a high standard. So if you were to maybe like think of them in a negative way, they would probably kind of internalize that. Okay. Next. Okay, sorry. I have this order, but then when I move something, you know when you like when you know where something's at and then you move it and then like your whole brain just like shuts down. Or is that just me? Okay. So what does this person wish they could say to pile two? What does this person want pile two to know? Interesting. We have the Grim Reaper here. What? Oh. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to try to decipher these in the order that they came out. So we have the Grim Reaper, which is kind of like the death card here as well, too. I feel like this is them wanting to start over. I feel like this is them wanting to grow with you, and I feel like this is them wanting, because this is kind of giving me that energy of this right here as well too. And then we have Hammer, so this talks about them truly wanting to rebuild a situation, to work on the situation. And I think we have, it's very interesting because we have stabbed in the back and we have the snake. This could have been, now I want to again say, take what resonates. If this is not, you know, in your situation, then you don't have to worry about it. I would hate to make you fearful of something that isn't even true, okay? But I want to say that there is a message here that maybe that there was either fears or there was a third-party situation here, and maybe some trust was broken. And I think this is something that they are deeply like upset about, and this is something that they may kick themselves for about. And honestly, I think that they realize that it was just their immaturity, that it was just their ego doing this as well. Now, if that doesn't resonate, I feel like the stabbed in the back and the snake was them like always looking over their shoulder too, which that could have been both for both situations. You know, this person always looking over their shoulder and thinking, you know, someone was. Okay, so I'm also hearing as well too that they view you as someone that is such a catch and very like relationship material and very deserving, that they probably had a hard time believing that they were the only one that, you know, you could be interested in at a certain point in time too. So that could be another message with that as well too. And then I think what they don't tell you is that if you're not talking to this person, that they seriously want to talk to you, because we have talking, which is all about, you know, waiting for messages to arrive. Like they want to speak to you, they want to reach out to you. For some of you, if they don't, I think it's due to fears as well of like what you're going to think, or maybe fears that they kind of ruined the situation with you or effed it up. And also, if you are talking to this person, and this card is just saying that they kind of hover over their fall, and I think a little bit, and they're like, oh, waiting, like every time they hear a ding, they probably get like a dopamine rush. And if they see your name like on their phone, they do probably get like a dopamine rush to their brain saying like, oh my gosh, this person's texting me. And they're probably too proud to let you know that. Okay. Let's get more messages. What does this person really want to say to pile two here? Yeah, see, heart-to-heart conversation. This is something that they really want to have with you for whatever reason. And then we have Worth waiting for at the bottom too, which I feel is really cute and beautiful. It's kind of like they're saying that, you know, whatever's going on between you two, you know, they do want to have patience with you, that they do feel like you are worth waiting for, that they do feel like if you need time, or if this person needs time as well too, that, you know, they don't want it to just end is something that I'm hearing, that they want, if there has to be a wait, then they're like, so be it. I feel like they're going to have anxiety probably the whole time, but they're going to be like wondering what you're doing the whole time. But they're not going to just give up. Like they're not going to just leave. Like if you need time away from this person, I think that this is saying that this person is still going to be there when you get back regardless, because of how they feel towards you. But yeah, heart-to-heart conversation with that talking. This is what this person really wants to tell you, how they truly feel. All of these things that may be coming up in this reading is something that they just wish they could tell you, that they wish that you knew, because I feel like for some of you, they're regretting. You may have seen a side of them, or they may have put on a front, or you may have seen a side of them that's not truly them, and they kind of are kicking themselves for that too. They're like, I need to tell her how I really feel, or him how I really feel, or them how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like they need to express themselves, or they just wish that they could. It's almost like a yearning type of energy that I'm feeling here. It's like they wish that they could just tell you. I think sometimes they may feel some things and they may think some things, and it comes out as a defensive, or maybe it comes out as something mean, because they're so closed off, or they're trying to protect themselves. And then I think later, or like maybe even immediately after, they're like in their head, they're like, why can't I just tell them that? Like, why can't I just, open up? And it's because this person does have some healing to do, and they need to realize that the, relationships, you can't wear a mask in a relationship, or you can't be cold, or you can't not truly express yourself and then expect the other person to be open as well too, or expect the other person to just be a mind reader and know exactly what you're feeling. And I think sometimes this person may forget that, and it's like they expect you to just know, maybe because you guys do have a bond and you are kind of connected strongly, whether you guys have been talking for a long time or whatever. Anyways, it's pretty clear that they don't express themselves the way that they feel they should. Okay, and then we have calling in your soulmate, and then we have flirt. And I think these kind of do go together, if I could be quite honest. I think they just miss your energy with the flirt. I think that they just like the way that, they feel around you. And I think that they like the way that you guys act towards another, and like, all kissy and stuff like that, if you do that. And with the calling in your soulmate, this card is really telling me that this person, this person does want you to come back if you guys aren't separated. But also, I think the main message with this card too is that they constantly tug on your energy. Like they visualize you a lot. So if you find yourself constantly thinking about this person, or like maybe like you'll just be minding your own business doing something, and then this person just keeps randomly popping in your head, that's because they're thinking about you too. And that's because they're constantly imagining, scenarios with you too. Because this card says, your affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So it's like they're trying to like pull you in by constantly thinking about you. I don't think they're doing that purposely, consciously. It's not like they're like, oh, I'm gonna think, oh, this person just thinks about me. I don't think they know that. I just don't think that they know that the effect that it has. So yeah, now is time for the actual channel messages from this person. So what does this person want pile two to know? What do they wish they could say to pile two here, please? Ooh, we have I don't deserve you. This is how they're feeling deep inside. I think this may have been a part of I totally just lost in my thought. I was thinking about something else right now. Dang it, come back to me. Oh, this is a part of the trust, that trust factor, I feel like. Or maybe if they were like very worried about what you're doing, or it doesn't even have to be like that too. That could just be for some of you. But I think for most of you, it's like they assumed that you could just find better or go to better. And I think that made them feel really bad. Especially with this Queen of Wands. Kind of like what I was saying earlier. I think I said something along the lines of like they can't even imagine or can't even fathom that you wouldn't have other people, or you wouldn't have other suitors as well. I think this is stemming from an insecurity that they feel they're unworthy for you. This could be because maybe they have done some things, or maybe that they just feel like they're not that good of a person at times, and they really admire you for how good of a person you are, that they're just like, wow, like this person is just like so good to me. This person is um everything that I've asked for. This person is everything that I wanted. So there's no way that, like, what did I do to deserve this person? Because I didn't. And so this comes with their own, like, their own things that they need to heal, their own healing process of like being worthy. And I think this is a message too, that if they really felt that they were worthy for you, then they would act like it. It's almost like they may have done things differently, or they may have not done certain things, or you know what I'm saying? If they truly believed that they were worthy of you, they wouldn't sabotage it, or they wouldn't screw it up. And then we have, I am so happy that I found you. That's really cute. I think that this person does really see you as someone that is such a light to their world and your world, and to our world. I mean, like, our whole world as well. And I think that you have shown this person some things that they didn't even know that they could experience, or for whatever reason, or feel as well. Like, maybe this person, if I can be quite honest, I don't want to, it's very deep, but I think that this person may have felt unlovable for a really long time. And the fact that they have someone like you that they view in, like, in their eyes, just like the holy grail, they have someone like you that is like able to love them. They're like, whoa, like, I cannot believe that. And that could have had something to do with the self-sabotage as well too. All right, let's get one more before we get some advice for you. Oh, bottom of the deck, you belong to me. I felt that when I like read that. I felt that. Look at this again. You deserve better than me. This is like, I don't deserve you. You deserve better than me. Maybe you do, pile two. Honestly, maybe you do. Maybe you should take this person's advice and really see if whatever has happened between you and this person, and if it hasn't been that bad, then this is just this person's insecurities, and ignore what I'm about to say. But if this person has made you feel any less than worthy, or has made you feel, just think about, maybe kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, and think about how this person has treated you and how they make you feel. All the time, like 90% of the time, or do they make you feel good? Then that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, is it 50-50? Is it even like 20? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it, is what I'm saying. And it's like, and see, do you really deserve this person? Because this person is very adamant on saying that, that you are too good for them. And maybe you should look into that, is all I'm saying, here. Maybe you should, maybe you are. But then again, I don't know everything that has happened between you and this person. I'm only getting tiny little glimpses here with the messages. So I don't want to, like, reach too far. But hey, if we'll see with the advice right now too. We'll see what comes up with the advice. But if the shoe fits, wear it. And, you should think very highly of yourself as well, too. Like, maybe you should even go into this with that attitude. Like, yeah, I am too good for you. Or don't. I don't know. Okay, so what is some advice here? Okay, so we have, be proud of your progress. The old you wouldn't have made the same choices as you do now. This is really beautiful. This is spirit really coming through to give you a pat on the back, and to say that you are growing and you are progressing, even if you don't feel like it, and to be kind to yourself as well too. And yeah, and that's something to think about too. Like, if you were to look back maybe like a year, or even more, or even less from now, the progress that you've made and the decisions that you've made is probably a lot better and a lot wiser. So, and I think this is a good omen for your future as well too, pile two, that that you're going to just keep getting better, making better choices as well. But mainly, give yourself some credit. This person, you obviously are a good person. You obviously are someone that holds so much value, because this person feels so unworthy and thinks that you do not that they do not deserve you. And so you should be feeling like really proud of yourself, and you should be feeling, because there's obviously this person sees something that is so beautiful within you that they don't feel like it works with them. Okay. And then at the bottom too, look, again, we have don't forget how awesome you really are. See? Oops. Okay, so I meant to pull no, I didn't pull anything. These fell. Okay, so we'll just look at them. All right, we have hold your ground and stand up for you or others. You are much stronger than you know, and your strength is needed. Wow, this must be for this situation as well too. If you are kind of holding out on this person because of some things, then this is saying, yes, please just keep going. Like, things are working out, but and trust your choices as well too. That's why I love how it says you you wouldn't have made the same choices as you do now. So if you are in this energy, or if you are thinking about being in this energy, this is again Spirit commending you, because maybe you would have accepted things before that you didn't deserve, or accepted some behaviors, or forgiven some behaviors just immediately that is not acceptable. And so again, this is Spirit commending you for your strength. And if you aren't in that energy and you don't feel like you're strong enough, this is coming through to tell you that you are. And this says, it's a sticker, it says, bruh, chill. I don't know why you're in a big time rush. Yeah, this is again saying that, there's no need to force things. There's no need to rush. Let things kind of happen naturally. Do what you feel is right in the situation for you right now. And then, oh, I love this for you. We have don't worry about who's watching. It's your time to shine. So shine. That could be like your little hater, some little hater, maybe this person, or maybe this person's family or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it's time for you. Oh, I'm hearing that Lana Del Rey song lyric. Didn't anyone tell you it's okay to shine? Like, didn't anyone tell you that it is? Didn't anyone tell you that you can have great things too? And, I feel like this person was viewing you in this Queen of Wands energy pile too. You just shine so naturally. So don't be afraid to be bold and shine and do whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like this is great advice, that you are growing. You are so much more mature than you used to be, and you're making better decisions, and to shine your light. I think the world needs it right now, if I do say so myself. And then I like this last one on the bottom too, to not forget how awesome you are. That has to do with this shining as well too. And look, I feel like this is like your spirit. This is like your spirit guide, your spirit guides and your spirit team. Like, look at that. They're so proud of you. They're like, yep, they're doing it. And so, I think I'm going to leave on that message here. Pile 2, thank you so much for staying until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another reading, and I will see you again shortly. Bye! Hi Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this tarot deck and this amethyst cluster, then these messages are for you. So we're just going to get straight into asking what this person really wishes they could tell you, and what they really wish you knew. So Spirit, what does this person really wish they can tell Pile 3? Okay, so the first card we have is the 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. I have to move that. What does this person really wish they could tell Pile 32? We have the Seven of Wands. Oh, we have 3 cards. And then we have the Devil and the Fool. Interesting. I'm going to try to fit all these where you can see. And then we have the Fool. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. That's beautiful here. Okay. So this message here is pretty clear. I do feel like this person really wishes they could tell you that, you know, you are or were all that they really need in this connection. That it's like they feel very fulfilled with you. They love the way you make them feel, as well as something that is very important that they wish they could tell you is that they wish that they had more confidence in themselves to push forward, let down their guard, and kind of to free themselves from their own restrictions, and and really be in this full energy when it comes to kind of, I'm feeling like, they want to like burst through with this burst of energy was like the imagery I'm getting, but really it's like they kind of don't like that their own insecurities and their own things were holding them back this whole time through this connection. They want to move forward with you, especially with this Chariot right here. It's like they want to continue on. And with this Nine of Pentacles too, I feel like they view you as someone that is so beautiful and has so much to offer. Not only to them, but to yourself. I wish that they wish they could tell you like how they view you in their eyes. And I think this person's own insecurities and their own kind of blockages had stopped them from fully surrendering and being fully engulfed in this like beautiful connection and this beautiful love. The Ten of Cups tells me to that you do emotionally fulfill them, but I think that they were scared of their feelings at one point in time, or they're scared of their feelings now. And so with this Seven of Wands here, they felt like they had to have their guard up. They felt like they had to maybe protect themselves a little bit more and couldn't be fully vulnerable and open with you here. And that is depicted in this Devil card energy. It's like they felt kind of restrained, or they were, were restraining themselves when it comes to being completely open and honest and feeling free. And I think it's due to fears, because I am kind of feeling some anxiety energy around the heart chakra right now. So I think they had trouble opening up their heart fully to you. But I think that they were very conflicted as well too. It's giving me a very like head versus heart type of feelings and energy here. Like their brain is telling them like this is dangerous, but their heart is saying, but we want this though. And so I feel like this Fool card is saying that they do want to start over. They do want a new beginning here with you, but also it's going to take some courage, and it's going to take a leap of faith into the unknown, and a leap into actually, being fully invested here. They may have thought too, like at one point in time, like what their heart was telling them, that they were being quite foolish, that they were being naive, and that has something to do with this guard that they put up with them. But I think, truly they believe that that's silly, and that they can open up to you, and they can continue on with you here. So, very beautiful messages already. Let's get some more. What does this person wish they could tell? Pile 3. So we have guilt coming out too. So this person feels guilty about not fully being able to be honest with you. And I think that this person may have some guilt and regrets when it comes to some choices and decisions that they made due to the fact that they were in this Devil energy. I do feel like the Devil is coming out too, because they feel so strongly connected to you, and they feel strongly drawn to you, almost maybe in a codependent way. And that could have manifested as some self-sabotaging behaviors here as well too. So whether that's some things that they did, or maybe some things that they said, or even I'm hearing some things that they didn't say. It's like they feel guilty for whatever reason. And then, and then my attention is being drawn to the phrase in this card. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. That perfectly describes, what was stopping them from continuing. Like they were kind of scared and they had these old beliefs or these old restrictions as well. So they really do want to release these things and be able to feel free in this connection and not be burdened by fears and doubts and be burdened by worries as well too. I think that this person actually worries a lot about this connection more than you probably know, because they see the potential and they feel the potential and they see the beauty and they feel your beauty as well too. And not just beauty on the outside, of course, that may have something to do with it, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm hearing real recognizes real. So it's like, their souls recognize you're a soul, and their ego definitely played a part in how they went about things, and they definitely played a part in how they acted, or how they maybe wanted to be perceived. Is kind of like a mask type of energy here. What does this person want pile 3 to know? What do they wish pile 3 knew about them at this time? Ooh, we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So this is, and I love how it's depicted right under the Chariot, which is all about growth and evolution and movement. And so what they want you to know is that they do truly want to embrace this change. I'm sure it's different for everyone watching on how this person is going to go about it though, because some people, may have more resistance than others. Some people may be, realizing certain things at different times, but I do feel like this person is recognizing that they do need to change in order to move forward here. This is something that seems to be very important and very adamant in this connection. And it's the want is there, the desire is there. It's just, I think this person has to get through certain things. I also want to point out that there is so much orange here, even in these cards depicted too. There's so much yellow and orange, and this is all about the sacral and the solar plexus chakra, so the inner power and the desire, and this also represents sexual desires as well too, that this person feels very, very much drawn to you and attracted to you. There could be some sacral, or not sacral, I'm sorry, there could be some solar plexus chakra energy that they need to clear out as well too, which is their inner power and feeling confident and free enough to move forward in a good way, or push forward as well too. I feel like maybe this person has a strong desire to push forward, but for whatever reason, like they can't, or they feel like they can't. And this is something that weighs very heavy on this person's mind too. Okay, and then we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yeah, balancing their feelings, balancing their fears and their emotions and their wants. And I think that this person, if they were to like really sit, oh, and we have honesty too. So this is, and then again, we have crown chakra. So very much in their head too. But if this person were to really, they need to like really sit with themselves and actually like weigh out like their fears and their wants. And I think that maybe they may find that some of them are a bit silly, and maybe that they have been off balance lately when it comes to how they feel, because like I said, a lot of the times when I'm doing readings and it's like a person's energy, I feel something, whether it's like a heart chakra opening, it's a beautiful gentle love, I'm feeling, if I could be quite honest here, pile 3, a ton of anxiety. And I think that this person may be constantly in their head, and they need to kind of come back to a balance. They may even make decisions and choices in this anxiety energy, which causes them to make them through the lens of, make choices and see things through the lens of fear, instead of if they were to come back into balance and, and even they feel like maybe take some breaths, like just to kind of focus on, and choose love instead of fear, they would be a lot wiser and make a lot stronger and better choices than what they have been making in the past. So we're going to pull some other oracles here. What does this person want pile 3 to know? Or what do they really wish they could tell pile 3? Bottom of the deck, we have wedding rings, and we also have a hair. Get out of here. Okay. So we have the dragonfly, which I think that's very beautiful energy already. We have the snake, and we also have sunglasses. Okay. This tells a very interesting story too, if I could be quite honest. The dragonfly is about being lighthearted. I feel like they wish that they could have been more lighthearted or can be more lighthearted. And it also is about change as well too. Something that's sticking out to me though is like it says finding out things. And I think that this person is wants you to know that it's not that, this isn't that good or positive of a thing, but it's something that I feel this person does. And I feel like this person is still watches out and watches very closely and tries to find reasons maybe that could possibly lead to them getting hurt. And what I mean by that is that I think that this person is always looking over their shoulder in this connection, maybe thinking that someone else is going to come in, or maybe thinking that you are going to find someone else. Basically, they feel like they have to watch themselves. And this is very much directed to that fear that I'm feeling. This is very much directed to possibly past connections and past pains that they had to go through, to where that maybe at one point in time they were fully trusting and invested in someone or something, and then they got completely hurt. Or maybe this is just a fear that they've buried like deep within them that is coming out, because a lot of times in connections, this especially deep connections as well, they catapult us into facing some of our deepest fears and biggest worries as well. And so I think this is something that is affected directly to this person's growth here too. And so with the sunglasses too, they keep a very close eye on you. I think that they watch you maybe a little bit more than you're aware of. And that this could even be like looking at your pictures on social media, looking at the things that you post, if you do post social media, whatever the case is. And it's like they're always like, I'm hearing that they may even be like checking comments too. So like if you post something and someone comments on it, they try to like investigate that person as well too, to see like what connection they have to you, like why are they commenting on you. They may even question you about it too. So I think this is something coming up purposely to show you that it's because this person is insecure, because this person does not have trust in a lot of people. Probably due to the fact because they've been hurt by people before. That's usually what happens. It's the same kind of concept as like when you're young and someone tells you not to touch the stove, and you're like naive and you don't believe it, and you touch the stove and you get burned. Well, in every other scenario, when you're near a stove, you're going to make sure you don't touch it. Now that works for that scenario within itself, to keep you safe and to keep you not getting burned, but you can't take those same things into every relationship and every connection that you want to have a open and trustworthy and loving relationship with, because you're already assuming that you're going to get burned here. Not all stoves are on, not all stoves are dangerous, I guess would be like a metaphor for that too. And so this is something that I think this person is trying to work towards, and I think that the dragonfly is trying to tell them to be more lighthearted, to have more faith as well in love and also in you. So we're gonna get one more deck, and then we're actually gonna get some channeled messages too from the person. Okay, what is this person? I just feel like I have to keep taking a breath. Like this person is always like, and that's could have something to do with this watching energy. It's like if you're always looking for something wrong, and that's your perception is something that's going to go wrong, then, you might even 9 times out of 10 end up convincing yourself that you found something to go wrong too. And I think so it's very important that this person gets away from that type of energy and just surrenders and lets things kind of happen naturally. I think that would do tremendous things to this connection. Okay, so, oh, there we go. Let your friends help you. Codependency. Yeah, that's what I was saying about that devil energy. They feel very addicted to you and your energy. So, I'm going to set this up here. Let's take a look. So we have let your friends help you. We have codependency, and we have express your love. This person, I think, asks about you to other people. I think this person asks for advice from their friends here, and maybe even vents to them for support about how they're feeling or what they should do. I think this person questions their own sanity sometimes when it comes to their feelings for you, and so they may need some outside input to this connection. I do have a reading. I think I do have a reading or pick a card that is actually what they tell your friends about you. So for some reason, I feel called to bring that up. So if you find that one, then maybe that will have some information if you're wondering. But yeah, with this codependency and this express your love, this is again them just yearning to be able to express to you why it is they feel the way that they feel or why it is that they're doing what they're doing, but they seem to have a blockage in that department. They do want to open up more. They do want to express their feelings to you, but I think that may be hard for this person at times too, because they may not even know how to express their feelings to themselves, if that makes sense. So it's like they may have a hard time understanding why they do some of the things that they do as well too. So they wouldn't be able to articulate to you if they can't even figure it out themselves, which I think this may be pointing that to this person needing some self-reflection, some hermit energy up in here, like some introspection, and in looking a little bit deeper into why they feel the way that they feel and why they're doing the things that they're doing. And that would in turn help them be able to articulate to you and express to you why they do it. And so you can understand from a mature point of view and seeing both sides to a situation rather than just seeing what they show you, which can honestly be quite confusing at times, especially with this energy that I'm feeling. So let's get some channeled messages. Ooh, twin flame right at the bottom. What does this person wish that pile 3 knew? What does this person wish they could tell? I adore you. I love that. I think this person has a hard time being vulnerable and being like lovey-dovey at times too. I think that this person, even if they are lovey-dovey, I think it doesn't even scratch the surface to how they feel about you. And this I adore you was like what I was feeling with this 9 of Pentacles, that they just find you like chef's kiss, like wow. And I think that they may be kind of stubborn and not want to say stuff like that, but that's truly I think how they feel. What do they want? Pile 3 to hear at this time. What messages do you want, pile? Okay, interesting. So we have I don't deserve you, which seems to be coming up a lot for relationships readings right now. I feel like this deep relationships and deep feelings like this and deep connections tend to bring out the inner feelings of unworthiness or maybe the insecurities. I think that this person, especially with that I adore you and this 9 of Pentacles and all of this energy that points to they see you in such a beautiful light and such a high light. That light itself shines on their darkness within them and makes them question if they even deserve you or deserve this. And I'm not saying they do. I'm not saying that they don't, because I don't know the whole situation in actions and stuff. But I do know that this is some shadow aspects coming out, which actually, if they haven't integrated, would actually manifest as self-sabotaging behaviors and also codependency behaviors as well too. So we have, I'm so happy that I found you. And I think that's because when this person is around you, they feel such an immense joy with this 10 of Cups here being the first card that comes out. Like you do complete this person. I think that they have a lot of inner turmoil and they have a lot of, gray area and tricky stuff. But if you were to just break it down on how you affect them and how they feel about you, yes, you do make them quite happy. And then we have you weren't loyal. So this is a trickiness to that too. I'm not going to just jump the gun and say that you did things that made this person feel you're not loyal, because I'm not feeling that as well. I do feel like this is how they feel already, and before maybe this even got started, or before it, anything. I feel like this person was already assuming that no one's loyal these days. Like no one is going to take care of their heart, and no one is, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And so this is this person's assumptions that seem to be getting in the way. This person definitely has some clear trust issues, and I think it definitely has a huge effect on this connection and how they act. Not even just what they say, it's just like how they act and go about things as well too. So yeah, it's very frustrating, if I could be quite honest, because it's like this has so much potential. The feelings are real, the love is there. It's just these petty, immature things that keep getting in the way. I feel like this person may be a little bit emotionally immature. So when when an emotionally immature person has these big feelings and this big realizations of this, connection and this 10 of Cups type of energy, a lot of the times they don't know how to take care of it and nurture it in a way that is deserving to you and, to the connection itself. And so I can see that this is very frustrating for both of you here. So on that note, let's go ahead and pull some advice here. What's some advice you have for pile 3 at this time, please, Spirit? Don't sweat the small stuff. Oh, yeah. If, petty little things get in the way of you and this person, and I'm hearing this is like a lot to do with communication here. The small stuff is being like things said, or you know what I'm saying? This is spirit reminding you, don't take it seriously, and don't worry about the petty stuff. I think it's time for you and this person to maybe release a lot of the petty stuff and to get real and deep and raw with how it is that you feel and open up to. And then we have, you got yourself this far. You can handle anything that comes your way. Of course you can. This is really just saying that, I don't even think I really need to explain it. It's exactly how it says. Like, yeah, you've carried yourself this far. You've got yourself this far, and you're doing great. So keep going. Like you don't sweat anything. Don't sweat any fears or anything that may be coming, and don't even worry about the future. I feel like right now it's really just, you can handle it. You can handle anything, whatever twists and turns this may take. Not saying that it's going to, not saying that that's like inevitable and that's the fate and the destiny. I'm just saying that, sometimes we need a reminder that we're strong enough to handle anything, and that makes us feel better in the moment, that we can handle this, we can handle anything. And then it kind of gives some anxiety taken away from future things. Yeah. Okay. And then we also have, it's okay to question, disagree, or challenge beliefs. Your soul wants to grow and learn and see truth. Wow, this is very powerful. I made this deck, these channel messages for this deck like years ago. I want to say like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I just barely started using it now. And I'm like, there's some good stuff in here, man. I don't say so myself, because this is, yeah, it's okay to not be on the same page. It's okay to, feel differently than you once did. And it's okay to and I think it's like inner beliefs as well too. Like maybe if you once believed that you should be a certain type of way or allow certain type of things, like it's okay to not change and to not allow that anymore. In fact, you should. That means that you're growing, that means that you're evolving, and that means that you're seeing truth for what it is as well too, instead of, seeing the illusions and stuff here. Okay, let's get one more. One more for you. More advice for pile 3. Ooh, actions speak louder than words. This is something that I feel is so important and such a great reminder for not only like this connection, but all connections. It's that sometimes people say things in this, and it's very frustrating again, because you're watching a reading of like their true feelings and stuff like that. But these true feelings, may be true, but you still have to, take their actions into account, and so their words may be true as well too for what they want. If someone's saying that they want to change, or if someone's saying that they, you are like the best person in the world, but if they treat you anything less than that, then this is something to take into account too. It's not invalidating that statement that they said, but it's just that they don't, they're not on the same wavelength, in the same vibration. So sometimes you have to make hard decisions, and sometimes you have to stand up for yourself as well too, and sometimes you have to put your foot down, because if someone says something and the actions don't match, then it's what can you trust? What can you believe? And they should be able to match actions on their words as well too, because you deserve that. You deserve aligned actions with beautiful words. So yeah, you deserve the best, pile 3, okay? And don't accept anything less. But I'm going to leave this reading here for you. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another one. And I will see you beautiful souls again. Bye.